Okay, so this example says we have two small planes that start from the same point and fly in opposite directions. The first plane is flying 30 miles per hour faster than the second plane. In 4 hours, the planes are 1,160 miles apart. Find the rate of each plane. Okay, so we got to visualize what's going on. So I'm going to draw a picture. Imagine the planes start from this point right here and then head off in separate directions. So this plane 1, travels this direction, and plane 2 travels in that direction. Okay? So, what type of problem is this? Hopefully it's obvious, but this is a uniform motion problem. Okay, so we've got two planes, so I'm just going to label them in my table as plane 1 and plane 2. I have a table. I'm going to fill in what I know and then use that to build an equation. So I know information about distance. I'll actually start with rate, like we did in class. Time. And then those two multiply together to give me distance. Okay. So I know the first plane is traveling 50 miles per hour faster than the second plane. So I don't know how fast either one of them is going, but I do know that one is traveling faster than the other. So if I set one of them to be x, I will let the other one be 30 more than x. So which plane is flying faster? It's the first plane. So I will let the second plane be x, and the first plane is 30 more than that, which we write as x plus 30. The other thing that we know is how long these planes are flying. This says in 4 hours they're some distance apart. So they both fly for a total of 4 hours. And then we use the fact that distance is rate times time, so we can fill in the last column of that table and see that we have 4 times x plus 30, and this is 4x. The final thing that we know is the total distance apart after 4 hours is 1,160. So if you add these two up, you should get 1,160, the two distances that they traveled. So 4 times x plus 30 plus 4x equals 1,160. Now we have an equation that we just solved. So 4x plus 120 when we distribute the first parentheses equals 1,160. That gives me 8x plus 120 equals 1,160. So subtract 120 from both sides. I get 8x equals 1,080. Divide both sides by 8, and that will give me that x is 1,080 divided by 80, which is 13.5. Oh, I did my math wrong. Back up. Fix this. What is that right there? That's 1040, not 1080. So now we divide both sides by 8, and I don't know why I divided by 8 in my calculator. So fix that. Now we've got x is actually 130. So the question is, find the rate of each plane. Well, if x equals 130, that information is used here and here. So plane 1 is going 160 miles per hour, and plane 2 is going 130 miles per hour. This, by the way, I got from doing x plus 30. There's the final answer.